any percent PC.
Okay, and rebonjour. Now with a properly working controller, and that's cool.
All right, are you ready for real this time? Those are just practice starts.
Yeah.
If you're ready for real, we'll get a countdown going.
I'm ready for real.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay.
All right, so we are working confirm.
Yes!
We're good.
I can
All
walk to the right. Let's go.
Wonderful. All right, so this first level is going to be super unforgiving. There's going to be a lot going on, so we're going to try to explain it as we go. But this is the sewers, and we get this out of the way because Liquidator is the first boss. He's got a bit of RNG that we want to get out of the way. So she's already picked up her arrow or her gas that she's going to need. And she's already in this kind of questionable section right here where she's got to be really careful of all these enemies that are popping up.
Yeah.
She hit a banana field, but that's all right.
Yeah, not careful enough with the banana, but it's fine. He's okay.
And when I say this part is unforgiving, I mean, you can already see she's at a quarter health. She's going to get health drops. It'll be okay. She's a professional. No worries. Don't panic. But it is a little bit stressful getting through there because you have virtually like 2 frames of invincibility when you get hit. And that can be really, really tricky in this section.
Oh. Yeah, and especially when it comes to everything which is drops related, all the drops are RNG based, so you can't predict what you will get. So basically, I'm hoping to get a big tank of health.
Yes.
Which will be super helpful because damage boost, yay! But I'm never too sure if I do get it or not. So, okay, too bad.
And as you can see, that damage boost already put her down back to a quarter health. So there is really no rest for the wicked right up in this first level.
Exactly.
It's a lot, but she's luckily got a health drop up here, so
Yeah. Else
we'll be A-okay.
Yeah, else we just would have had to wait a little bit, but it would have been fine still.
Nice. So this is Liquidator. He's got 3 little spots that he could pop up at any time. And we're just going to shoot him with the arrow gas a few times, and then she should be able to finish him off really fast. Nice. That was a great fight.
Yeah, it went well because depending on how the to me it's fish, but I'm not even sure. But where the fishes are popping and stuff, it can be brutal as well. But it went really well. I'm pretty glad with that. And yeah, it's one of the hardest stage of the game, like second, third hardest stage of the game, something like this.
Yeah. But you got it out of the way, and it looks great. And now we're on bridge here. We're going to pick up a little bit of thunder gas, just put some extra in the tank there. This level's a little bit easier than the sewers. It is the technical first level of the game, if you were to go in order from left to right. Yeah. But obviously we went to sewers first. So it's just going to be a lot of careful platforming here, avoiding enemies. It can be a little tricky as we get to the hooks coming up here because their hitboxes can be a little bit weird.
Yeah, the hitbox of all the hooks are terrible, and this is a really scary part. Oh, cool. But it should go well.
That was a great hit.
Like, it's, 50-50. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it does not, so it's cool.
We've got a little bit of scrolling here. We probably could get a donation in here.
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome. I have a $20 donation from PT. They say, did I hear 17K? Yes, you did. We have hit $17,000 raised for Malala Fund. Thank you all so much.
That is awesome. Thank you all so much for your donations. Keep them coming in. We want to see that Kingdom Hearts extra incentive at the end there.
Definitely.
We got time for one more, Nichole.
All right. I have a $5 donation from Lemon Carrots that says, let's get dangerous.
All right. So we are on to this boss right here. Bloupeuh perfectly was going to use that visual cue basically of that little cloud on the left to drop down. I can't even explain it before she's done.
I'm sorry.
That's all right. She's too good. So basically, she just had to drop down in that right exact spot to prevent our banana friend, I guess he's an enemy, up above from dropping bananas on us. And then she had that heavy gas that she could hit the boss with, and she was done.
Yeah. And that's the only boss for which we won't be using the hero gas. From now on, if everything goes as planned, because as I said, sometimes the game is also against me. Proof.
Yep.
But yeah, if it goes as planned, we should keep the hour gas for the rest of the run.
Yeah, so Bloupeuh's got to be really careful because she can't exactly choose what gas she has. It's whatever she last picked up.
Exactly.
So there will be a couple of power-ups that she needs to jump over
This is
so that
scary.
she avoids changing it.
Okay.
So it can be a little tricky.
Yeah.
That arrow gas is super cool. You're going to see her do a couple of cancels with it because in
cool.
the middle of shooting it, she can also hit enemies down below. Got a cool cancel, and you can use the arrow gas as a platform, which obviously in speedrunning is very, very useful.
Yeah.
And some of these enemies actually will run into the arrows themselves, and you'll see that in the boss coming up. It makes my entire day. It's so fun. Nice health drop on that.
It's a fun little like strat that we have.
And so you're playing this on PC, so this is something you could pick up easily if you didn't have an NES.
Yes.
All right.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to focus on this one.
No, go for it. I can sort of try to explain what's going on here. So this boss is we're gonna utilize that whole running into the arrow gas.
Okay.
So she is going to try to get a couple hits, and then wow, she did it already. No problem. So she kind of got to show it off. She shot an arrow at the wall down below. The boss ran right into it, and from there it was pretty easy to get the last couple of hits in. No problem at all.
Yep. It went well. So far, so good.
And I'm not going to jinx it, so I'm just going to not stop saying
It's fine.
Stop saying that it's going well, yeah. All right, so when we were doing the remastered version, I was talking about maybe levels that didn't have, or that had enemies that didn't really make sense. This is one of them. We're in the jungle or the woods right now, and we've got bulldogs in their own dog houses. We've got just these terrifying plant tree monsters. I'm not really sure what they are. I just know I'm scared of them. I don't know if they relate to the show at all, but it does. It certainly adds some flavor to the level.
Yeah. Okay, so this part is the worst part of the whole game because of these terrible waterfalls. If you happen to be photosensitive, wait for us to tell you when you can reopen your eyes. I would say
It is a little much. It's
it's a little too much.
But this would be a good time if you have a donation, Nichole.
Well, I do have a reminder on our Kingdom Hearts 2 fight update. We've got 3,710 out of 10,000. And also, I have heard that we have another incentive coming up for Saber Ditch Yoshi, which will be for, of course, the Super Mario World run. When donating to that, keep in mind that I think Yoshi's amazing, and I think it's a crime to ditch him. So that being said, you know where my vote is. But Chad, ultimately, it's up to you.
Okay.
Awesome, thank you.
Okay, I got it.
Nice job. All right. So I had to give Bloupeuh a little bit of silence there. She was waiting for an audio cue that would let her jump up on that top vine there. Normally you cannot do that. Wow, that was an incredible boss fight. Nice job. That was awesome. So yeah, if she hadn't been able to get that audio cue in the first second, basically she's in that stage, she wouldn't have been able to jump up there. And then the boss is just going to jump everywhere she doesn't want it to be, basically.
Basically, the idea is that the boss will go on the bottom lane and the middle lane, and each and every time you hit them, they will come back to the top lane, and you can't do anything except wait, dodge the bullets, and that's it. So it's really, really long. Usually, if we happen to miss the skip, given that we have tons of lives, we just take intentional death and we start again. But yeah, it went well first try, and now let's hope this stage is the same, because this is, to me, worst stage, hardest stage of the whole game.
Yeah. This stage is talk about unforgiving NES levels. This one is something else. So you've got these genies, and they've got some weird hitboxes. They're absolutely massive, number one. And then you have these squirrels or chipmunks or whatever they are bopping around. It's a lot happening in one section, and a lot of stuff can go wrong, especially since these squirrels like to follow you everywhere. Nice job with the health pickup. So she's back to full health, and we're going to use that arrow gas to platform. Getting some lucky health drops. I don't want to jinx it, but I did want to point that out.
But I mean, I managed to get this part first try, and I'm happy enough with that because I can either it goes really well, like it just did, and that's cool. Else it can it happened to me to do this part again and again, like for 3 minutes straight because it's terrible. Because I do have to find some backups and all, and it's really not easy. Oh, come on, please. Okay, good.
And this is Megavolt, and there's Megavolt. Yeah. That's it. We're done.
This is Megavolt. That was Megavolt.
That was Megavolt. He's gone now. We don't have to talk about him at all. That was an awesome. Yeah. Again, I shouldn't jinx it, but
thank you.
I hope chat realizes that it is 5 a.m. now for you.
Yeah. Past 5.
Yep, it's past 5, and she is playing at the top of her game right now. You guys are seeing something really, really cool.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm pretty happy for the moment. I'm trying not to jinx myself, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, terrible run. Oh,
this is the worst run I've ever seen.
I mean, I'm so ashamed right now. I'm sorry, chat.
You should be. Oh, okay, so we've got the kangaroos in the basketball. Bloupeuh and I have talked about this before, but when I saw this, I was like, I don't know where they got kangaroos playing basketball from, but she said that there is a French cartoon in which kangaroos are playing basketball. So, maybe it came from that. We'll never know, but
I'm still really unsure because I'm fairly sure this is not a Disney-related cartoon, and especially if it was a Disney-related cartoon, it wouldn't make sense that it got released at least in Europe. I mean, we had it here in France, but I guess it was on the whole European territory.
Right.
I wouldn't see any reason why Disney would have brought that in Europe and not in in America. So, but yeah, it's still.
If there's anyone in France in chat that remembers the kangaroo basketball cartoon,
I actually pretty much don't expect anyone from France being around at 5 a.m. in the morning. But we don't know.
It's true. I mean, you're awake at 5 a.m. So.
Yeah, but I had a reason to be.
I guess. That's fair.
I mean, maybe they wanted to stay around because these games are amazing, and they were right.
They are. They are. I do think I want to pick up. I think I would pick up Darkwing Duck, actually. I know that it's probably easier to start out with DuckTales.
Oh, definitely.
Or DuckTales 2.
Definitely. This game is
this
game is really hard.
So this is Moliarty.
Yes.
There's not a whole ton he can do to us personally. We just gotta wait for projectiles. He's done. He's gone. He's in the past. Don't worry about him.
Basically, you have different turrets, and if you manage to get the turrets down, the only thing you can do is basically go and repair the turrets. So the idea is that I'm just downing the middle turret, so the one he was fixing, so that it just remains there, and then it's just hitting him until it's done. And this is already the final stage.
This is the final stage. I'm not gonna jinx it until you get to the end.
Yeah, because this one is still brutal.
Yes, the stage can absolutely be brutal. And you can definitely tell what era this game came out in, as well as DuckTales. You probably noticed in DuckTales 2, with the D1000 end boss, there's a lot of nice Terminator references going on. So you can tell it was a fun era. And there she goes using that platforming with the arrow gas, which is really, really handy for this type of thing. It's a really annoying enemy.
Yeah.
She's just got to be patient with.
It kind of looks like Yoda riding a pony to me.
It does. I like that. I hadn't thought about that, but I like it. I'm going to say that's what it is from now on. We've got a whole mix of enemies in here.
Oh, that was really sad. So these enemies, like this balloon duck, okay. So this is really sad, what just happened, because we were right before the mid-stage checkpoint. So we have to go all over this again. That's okay.
That's okay. It gives us time if there's a donation we want to sneak in here.
Definitely.
Absolutely. I have a $500 anonymous donation. They say, loving the Bloupeuh runs. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much for your donation. I also have a $25 donation from Insomniac Toaster. Duct tape, originally called duct tape, was invented by ducks for their ducting company. When asked why they created the magical adhesive, the ducks responded, it pays the bills. Thank you so much for that 100% true fact.
Oh my goodness. That was a wild ride from start to finish. Thank you. What an awesome comment that was. Thank you.
So good.
Pardon. What's supposed... This one, we just wait for this guy to just get off the screen and supposedly it just depops, but for whichever reason, that did not happen. I think I went a little bit too fast. Which is quite...
She's a speedrunner.
Yeah, I mean, it's quite ironic, but you know.
There's fast and then there's, safe. We gotta pick a middle ground between those.
Okay, so here we are. This is the checkpoint for this stage, and here I'm gonna take a death, which is intentional this time. Because we'll need to damage boost a little bit.
Like we said, there's very few frames of invincibility.
Yeah.
in this
that
game,
was some lucky drops.
And as you can see, these little Terminator ducks, they've got two forms, so Bloupeuh does have to be careful. It's pretty much this first form that's a problem, and then once they are down to their robot form, I guess you could say, they just kind of walk off the stage.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's just when they have projectiles, it's a bit of an issue.
Yeah.
You do have to be careful of those hook hitboxes, but...
Oh, these ones they're quite safe compared to the other ones, to be honest.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, like you it's harder to miss them. I don't really know why actually, but that's good. I do take it.
Especially at the end.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't need any more surprises.
Exactly.
All right.
Oh,
that arrow gas is so handy. Nice.
Okay. From now on, we should be good. This is our last boss. So we first have to get rid of this little duck satellites, and these are the hard part of the fight, actually. Much more than the boss himself. And
time is coming up.
Yeah. Time.
Nice run.
Thank you.
That was really good.
Yeah, I mean, wow, I'm so glad it went so well. I mean, wow, I just can't believe it.
GG.
That was incredible. It looks like your time is, I'm trying to wait till it stops, something around 1807? 18, I guess I stopped a little bit late, but it looks like time happened around 1807.
Yes, so that's still really,
bad.
For me, it's really is a good run. I did had quite a large estimate because I know that, as I said, when it comes to the warehouse, you can have tons of terrible things happening, and I just wanted to be super safe on the time. But 18 something, it's it's like the dream. Oh, I'm super glad with this run. It's cool.
That's awesome. Do you have any shout outs or anything you want to say?
I would have tons when it comes to the shout outs. to the Darkwing Duck community, who's great, to RGL TV team, who's great, basically all my friends from speedrunning, especially if they happen to see this run at some point, my friends from La Veranda and my friends from the Mario movie watching crew, they will recognize themselves. To my partner, who I guess is still sleeping, but I know he's gonna catch up. And to you and to everyone, the chat, thank you for being around. I hope that you like this. Thanks for sticking around with all the shenanigans and stuff. And to the fantastic organization that is Femme Fatale. And thank you for what you're doing. This is fantastic. And I guess that's it. Else I will take 10 more minutes and we'll be off tracks and all.
That was a great run. Thank you.
Thank you as well.
Thank you so much. That was such a good run. And we do have some donations that came in referencing that, of course. I have a $25 donation from Stevie13. In awe of your talent, you are the terror that flaps in the night. Thank you so much for your donation. That was, they truly were the terror that flaps in the night. That was very good. I have a $5 anonymous donation. True duck fact. Duck is a popular nickname for Rutchard. Well, as someone who knows so many Rutchards, I can confirm Duck is that nickname. Thank you so much for that donation. You all are absolutely fantastic. We are now at $3,710 towards that Xemnas fight. Keep on those coming in. We've got until the end of this next run for that, so there's still plenty of time to meet that incentive. I have a $50 donation from Svenska Fish. 100% true duck fact. Sir Arthur Conan Doyle was inspired for the character of Sherlock Holmes by a duck he once saw eating pizza. Thank you so much for that 100% true duck fact. We do love to see them. And chat, it has been absolutely amazing with you tonight in this duck block. That will be all from me tonight. I will see you again soon, and we are, of course, going to be going to more amazing games. So hang in there. Hang in for this next run. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. And, we'll have more Frost Fatales after this break. Thank you so much.
Welcome back to Frost Fatales 2022. Can I get a little bit of hype in chat for that amazing Saturday morning? I guess, is it morning? We're on Sunday night cartoon duck block. And also for our amazing host, Nichole Goodnight. I'm Zokuba, and I'm going to be your host for the last run of the night, Kingdom Hearts 2. Kingdom Hearts 2, HD, Final Mix, Randomizer, all blue numbers, run by Rose Curell. I see some emos being spammed in chat. I see some booties being spammed in chat. Can we get some more of that as well? And also, remember, if we can get that $10,000 incentive met, we're gonna have Rose fight Data Zemnis at the end of her run. You have the entire run to get your donations in. All your donations are going to Malala Fund, so it's all going to a good cause. Every single bit helps. And as a reminder, Malala Fund is working for a world where all girls can learn and lead. Malala Fund advocates for resources and policy changes needed to give all girls a secondary education, invests in local education leaders, and amplifies the voices of girls fighting for change. Learn more at malala.org. As we're preparing for the run, I've still got a couple of donations here to read, including some amazing duck facts. Keep sending them in, by the way, folks. I'd love to read them. From Sabenka Fish, $50, saying, 100% true duck fact. Sir Arthur Conan Doyle was inspired for the character of Sherlock Holmes by a duck he once saw eating pizza. I'm learning so much today. I need to learn more. Sherlock Holmes, really a duck and a hero to us all. We've got $25 from Superstar Earth. Hi, Rose. This is Earth. Nothingness is E-Turtle. And remember, you can do space paranoids without a form. I'm just kidding. And I know you will do amazing, Rose. Yeet that bear. As a reminder, all of your donations today make you eligible to win one of our amazing prizes. Our prizes come in a block by the day. And so if you go to gamesdonequick.com, you can see some of the amazing prizes you are eligible to win today, including, as related to our upcoming run, some awesome looking heartless and nobody symbol iron-on patches. Or maybe you're into the Bloupeuh fruit cross-stitch keychains. Or maybe you want to see that velocity clock. Take a look at them at gamesdonequick.com. I'm getting word that we are at $18,000 on our first day, folks. You are all doing amazing. And I see I see a call for a dono train in the chat. Can we get some of that hype up? Zach the Robot donates $500. Chat's not gonna want to miss a Data Zemnis fight at the end of the run. Rose will absolutely kill it. Zach's right, chat. As we inch ever closer, we're almost at 50% for that $10,000 incentive, but as we inch ever closer, I know Rose is excited. I know commentary is excited. I know I'm excited to see this. Data Zemnis is one of the most difficult fights in the game. You're not going to want to miss this. And if you haven't checked out the Yeti yet, the Yeti is donating $5 per Frost Fatale shirt sold to Malala Fund. They also have a Frost Fatale pins available, which is a first for our Frame Fatales events, and you can find them at theyeti.com. If you haven't checked out the shirt yet, by the way, it's pretty awesome. It's got a bunch of ladies coming up in runs coming later this week, including Rei Kurosara from Fatal Frame 3, which, you know, we're like the fifth Fatales event, but it's still in the name, right? We still got the same name. You want to support those ladies. Mona from WarioWare. We've got Gum from Jet Set Radio Future, and Bylef, a fan favorite from Fire Emblem's Three Houses. I have a $25 donation here from Dreaming Cat saying, keep up the good work. Thank you so much, Dreaming Cat. And a $10 donation from Diz. You know what? That's a really appropriate name here because we're still in the middle of our first day of Disney Ducks Dragons. It's all the same. But yes, we thank you so much for your donations. Every little bit counts. Okay, and I'm hearing that we're just about ready to go to the run. So if you're all ready, please join me in being hype for Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix HD.